Well, howdy there, y'all, friends and family. I'm out here at my old raised bed this morning. And what is old Mr. Tom doing? Well, I'm committing plant genocide. Yes. I'm out here destroying plants. But in some instances, it's a necessary task. Let me show you what we got here. And the reason it's so important to do. Now what we have here is we have what I call a wide row of lettuce. And you can see it's all coming up really nice, but it's rather thick. And this is the burpee salad bowl variety. And it's a loose leaf lettuce. It grows amazingly well in the heat of summer, as you can see just by the germination rate here. And these have only been in about a week. But what I'm going to need to do now is I'm going to need to thin these plants. Hence why I'm committing plant genocide. And this particular task is extremely painful to most gardeners, especially those that are beginning gardeners, because you're killing plants. Why would you want to do that? Well, if you don't do this, the plants will get spindly, the overpopulation will sap the growth, and you won't get the same results and bountiful harvest as you would if you went ahead and thinned them. Now I thin in stages, and I've got a little section here preliminarily done right here. And what I'll eventually do is thin these to about an inch to an inch and a half apart. But as you can see here, these are not quite at that. They're at anywhere from a ½ inch to 1 inch apart. And I'm going to let them grow some. And then I'll come back and thin them a second time. At that particular time, my thinnings will be usable in salads or as small greens. Right now, I mean, you could take them in, wash them up, and use them as microgreens. But as you can see right here, it's not going to be a lot. I guess if you were starving, it'd be something. But all I do is I come on in here and I try to take a look and see which plants are thriving and which seedlings are not. Like right here is a good example. See that one? It's nice big, got its first leaf forming. But the one right beside it here has yet to form its first leaf. So I got to make a decision. That decision is going to be this one right here. The one that didn't have the first leaf forming, like this one right here. Of course, I have another small one right here, but the spacing's okay. So I'm going to let it go for now. Now here, we have a cluster of 4. You'll see these two are much larger. These two are much smaller. And we're going to go ahead and sacrifice the 2 small ones. Now we got to make a decision on these 2. And here again it comes down to which one's forming that first leaf the most. We're going to take this one. It's got slightly smaller first leaf. Then if you look over here at this cluster of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, you'll see one right here that stands out. There's its first leaf forming right there. This one is starting to, but not quite. We'll take it. And then we'll take a look at these 2. This one's a little bit ahead of this one. So we're going to take this one right here. And we're going to go ahead and pull it out too. Unfortunately, this one's a little bit too close. Even though it's starting to form its first leaf, we'll take it as well. And that's how you do it. You just have to make a decision based on the size and leaf formation, which one to leave and which one has to go to get the proper spacing that you want. Here's another two. We got a nice one right here, so we'll take these two as well. Then we'll take this one here that hadn't done much. He's going to come out, and I've got one here. There's a little bitty tiny one there falling behind. We'll take him out, and then very carefully I've got to somehow come back in behind here, hopefully, and take this one out. That's going to leave me two right here. Now they're only about 3/8 of an inch apart, but I'm going to leave them, see which one progresses the most. And that's where the second thinning comes in to be so crucial. At some point, one of these is going to have to go. Here again, that'll be based on growth. Just like here we can see, we've got a nice big one here, three smaller ones around it. So we're going to take these smaller ones. There's a little piece of grass, and we're going to get rid of these right here. Now this is tedious work, and to be honest with you, at times I even use tweezers. Of course, I tried to find my tweezers, and my son had them at one point in time. Here again, we've got several stages of growth here, but this one's ahead. So we're going to take these puppies out. And you want to get them off. Now you could just trim them off with a very tiny pair of scissors. Well, here again, my tiny pair of scissors is gone. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue through this wide row of salad bowl lettuce, and I'll come back and show you what we got when we're finished. So we're back, and this took a while, and that's one thing I'm going to say right now. This is not something you want to do when you're rushed on time, but this is what I got for my first thinning, and I can't reiterate enough that this will be just the first thinning. This is only an 8-foot long row, and going through it carefully, this took me about 30 minutes. You can see it just extends all the way up there to my Greek oregano and my thyme. Now I'll come along as these plants continue to grow, and I'll make another genetic selection based on size and color, and I'll thin again, taking out the weaker plants or less desirable ones, because that's what we did when we did the thinning right now. And that's what you want to do. You just don't want to thin for spacing, you want to thin for size and genetics. Over here on the side of the bed, these are the poor lettuce plants, literally hundreds of them, that didn't make the team today. Folks, that's the way it is. In thinning your plants, especially lettuce, carrots, onions, and other leafy greens, is an essential task. And to be honest, it's one of the most hated tasks that all of us gardeners and even farmers hate the most. So why is it we hate it the most? Well, we hate it because we bought the seed, we paid good money for it. Then we took the time to prepare the ground, plant the seed, fertilize, and care for it up to this point. And now all we're going to do is pull it out of the ground and kill it. I mean, you can take extra precision care in planting, and I did. That's a lot less thinner planting than I've seen from most. But still, in the end, It's going to take thinning if it's going to thrive and come to its full potential as a crop of leaf lettuce. And it'll take a second picking or thinning and maybe a third as it continues to grow. And all of that will be based on size, leaf color, and quality. So y'all, hope you learned a little bit about thinning your produce and vegetable plants today. I've got a wide row of carrots coming up. It won't be but another week or two. I'll be out doing this tedious task with the carrots. Which, if you want good sized carrots, nice big fat ones, you're definitely going to want to thin the carrots. And that too comes in stages. So y'all, till next time I see you, y'all take care out there. God bless each and every one of you. And we'll see you on the next video. Goodbye for now. It's getting pretty overcast. I think we've got a storm brewing. Better take it on in the house. We'll see y'all folks later. Oh yeah, it's raining now. Gotta make it on into the front porch. The old man's getting a little bit wet out here. Y'all folks take care out there. We're going on in the house. Blessed to have the rain though. I give my thanks every time it falls on this piece of ground. Later all.